Hello, Dorna here. Welcome to my live chats. I'm going to start today's video with a little question. Do you handle conflicts well? Or do you avoid them at all costs? Do you always know, are you always clear as to what to say or what to do when you're in conflict? Or do you get stuck in judgment, blame, shame, or even guilt? I had an epiphany a few years ago and I wrote a blog about it. I think it was 2012. And I would like to share it with you because at the time it really helped me. And I'm hoping that it will bring a little bit more clarity or even more ease next time you're in such a situation. You never know. They usually happen sooner than we like. The epiphany I had was, you are the queen of your castle. I heard these words when I was stuck in judgment of the other person and of myself. And I kept hearing these words, you are the queen of your castle. Each time I heard it, I felt more ease, more comfort. It was as if, yeah, of course, queen, the queen, not the castle. You see, oftentimes in conflict, or always really, we identify more with the castle and its condition and the state that it's in, instead of the powerful being that resides within it. The powerful being that can have an effect in the state and the condition. You see, this is what I'd like you to see. I want you to imagine you were given a castle. Someone gave you a key and said, this is yours. This is your inheritance and your ancestors have worked really, really hard to pass it on. Do with it what you may. Now this castle, like any other castle, comes with a physical appearance. Your physical body. It also comes with some systems that make it livable, like the electricity system, your nervous system, the heating system, your circulatory system, the plumbing system, your digestion, many more, lots of systems. It also comes with an alarm, your negative emotions that let you know when something's gone pear-shaped. And you'll be pleased to know it comes with a servant that can help you in your duty, the mind. That's the servant, not the king, not the queen, the servant. What is your duty? Your duty is to keep harmony, balance, and peace within the walls of your castle. That's your job. And you cannot do it unless you do three things. Know the castle really well and accept it as it is. Set rules and procedures, regulations inside, within the walls. And also set boundaries. We'll go through them one by one. You have to get to know it really well and accept it. You know, oftentimes you might hear somebody or yourself in the midst of a conflict saying things like, this really shouldn't get to me. I don't know why I'm bothered by it. You are. Accept it. Know yourself. Now it's exactly the same as going into a castle and finding out that a plug doesn't work well. And that each time somebody touches it, the alarm goes. It's good to know, hey? You can lock the door that has that plug, so nobody can go in. Or you might also get to know that the servant is a panicky one. It doesn't do very much. It just runs around panicking. So as soon as the alarm goes, all it does is, oh my God, there's a problem. They're horrible. I'm horrible. No. It's not of any use. This servant is not helping. So it's very important for you to get to know the servant. because then you can come to number 2, set rules and regulations. The thing with that is, if you give, for example, this mind, the servant, clear tasks, you might help it panic less. For example, you could tell it, next time the alarm goes off, honey, go to it, switch it off. And then go and find out what triggered it. And then come and tell me what it was that triggered it, so I can do something about it. You can come and tell me once, twice maybe, maximum 3 times. But don't come telling me over and over and over again, like 100,000 times. Some of these servants like reporting quite a lot. And we come to now our 3rd point. Setting boundaries. We need to be able to set boundaries. And you know what? Oftentimes we're not very good at it. First reason is we think, I'm not setting boundaries because you think others should know how you like to maintain your order in your castle. People don't know. Now, I give you an example. If you know, as a queen, that the servant really frowns upon guests who come in with their muddy shoes, you'll ask them to take their shoes off. You're not going to let anybody and everybody do whatever they please in your castle, would you? So you ask them to take their shoes off. Now, it's a little bit tricky, I know, because you might ask them to take their shoes off and they don't. So you have to ask them differently. And it could be at some point that you think, you know, I really like them. I really like these guests. Every time they come in, they bring so much joy. But they insist on keeping their muddy shoes on. So maybe then you have to find another way. Maybe cover all of everywhere with plastic. I don't know. But the most important thing is that you know that it is your responsibility, not theirs, not the guests. Your responsibility to maintain peace in the castle. They can't guess, and they don't have to. Go by your rules. And if they don't, again, it's your choice. Do you want them in your castle or not? In a nutshell, I want to say that if when you're in conflict, you find yourself stuck in blame, shame, judgment, whether to yourself or to the other person, know that you have forgotten your power. And this is a time that I would like you to reclaim that power and remember that you are the queen or the king of your castle. Thank you for watching.